Appreciate you guys tuning in. The Tastemakers Podcast begins in 5 minutes. Make sure not to go nowhere, because Quote, Brina, Tasha, and Corey, also known as the Tastemakers, will be with you in 5 minutes. Thanks for sticking with us. Oh snap, you still here. Listen, in less than 3 minutes, the Tastemakers Pod will be on and popping. Don't miss Bree, Quote, Trish, and Corey talking about the hottest topics in culture. Again, less than 3 minutes. Make sure to stick with us.
Tastemakers.
Classic. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the tastemakers. Aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight.
I told y'all, patience is a virtue. This is what perseverance will get you. In just 60 seconds, you will be live with the Tastemakers Pod. Again, appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll see you soon.
For the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day. For the movers and shakers, for the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day.
The Beat Breaker. Tastemakers.
What it do? What it do? What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys hanging with us. Y'all know how we do. Giving you a taste of the culture. It's the Tastemakers Pod. Right there is Trisha Bell. You see your man Corey Goss.
Yeah.
Whoa. And who is you? Right below me, y'all, our special guest of the night, your girl Tasha. Appreciate you joining us with us, Tasha. Yeah. With a hand claps. There we go. Y'all, shouts out and prayers out to your girl Bree. She just moved into a new spot, so she wasn't able to join us tonight. And Bree, we miss you.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm doing right now, so you know I really, really miss you, because that means Quote actually has to run the show, not just hosting, but also all the things that are going on in the background. So again, appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. If you in the chat, make some noise. Definitely let us know where you're from, where you're repping, all that jazz. I see London in the chat.
What up,
London? In the chat, my dude Regis in the chat. Kuiper,
Why my people
the
never
Promised
in the chat?
Land is in the chat as well.
Never here.
That's another thing.
That's my
Yeah. That's another thing from Bree's standpoint, from the production standpoint. I can't necessarily see the chat as well as I'd like to. So,
oh no.
Yeah. I see Bree struggle. Like, I really see Bree struggle right now. So that is what it is. Definitely Regis representing the 2 up, 2 down right now. VA in the house. I appreciate you, my guy. Even if y'all did lose Devontae Adams out there in Green Bay. What is going on in Green Bay, Reach?
Wait, Devontae Adams is from Virginia Beach?
No. Devontae Regis from Wisconsin, and he's a Green Bay fan, and he's in Virginia, and Devontae Adams is now in Las Vegas. So,
and you know who's in Miami? You know who's in Miami?
Yes, we know who's in Miami.
Let's go.
I'm glad he's out of the AFC West. But definitely Tariq Hill. Why I can't get the boy's name right? Is it Tariq? It is Tariq. Tyreek. There we go. Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, is definitely there. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talking about. We got so much stuff to talk about today. Again, as you get in the chats, make sure to shout out, say what's popping. But y'all know how we do every week. Tastemakers, what's going on? How you be? Goss, how your week been?
Terrible. But I knew it was coming, though. That's the thing. Like last year, I just had such an amazing year and everything was going great. And I heard Pastor Eric Mason say this one time in the sermon. I'll never forget it. He was like, you're always going to be in 3 places in your life. You're either going to be in a storm, leaving a storm, or going into a storm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I am in a tornado right now. You feel me? But I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the basement right now. You feel me? And like, I got all the lights and I got my little candles with me. Because it's getting dark over here in the 804 right now. You feel me? Everything
Risha
is bad,
in the building.
man.
What's popping, Rish?
It's bad
You
in
in
these
this
streets.
Rish. My
Rish.
name minus the T.
My bad. And what's funny is I actually thought about it before I said Risha. I thought about it and I still got it wrong. What's going on in Richmond, Goss? What's going on?
Right.
Nothing. Everything's bad. My job hates me. I feel like what else is happening? I feel like my music is not coming out the way I want it to come out. You feel me? I feel like people are lying in my face. I feel like I'm not doing good at nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only good thing was his birthday that just happened, and that was good. But then the rest of the weekend was terrible. I missed Lion King. I had tickets to go see Lion King on Broadway. I couldn't get in the venue because I didn't have a vaccination card, and I didn't know you had to be vaccinated to get in the venue. So I lost $90 trying to go see Lion King. It was tough.
I mean, I need to go get vaccinated.
Shouts out to Shaq in the chat. Yo, for real, Lion King was what, in Richmond, or you went to New York? What's popping?
It was in Richmond.
Mm.
Couldn't even go see Lion King, bro. It's been a terrible week.
You was going by yourself to see Lion King?
Nah, I was with something, but we couldn't go.
With something or someone. I'm confused. I'm gonna need you to fix that.
You know the slang. You know the slang.
No. Fix it.
Anyway, yo, Tosh, good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out with us. No doubt. Tosh, tell the people just a little bit about yourself and how your week been.
Oh my goodness. I'm so super geeked out to be here with you guys.
Tasha's like, Yo, you know she hyped too because she got the popping makeup, the ill background. You know
Hey.
what I'm saying?
Oh, is that a thank you for the
She got the whole outfit. She got the degree showing a little bit.
Oh no, we sleeps in this.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm
We
ready
only
for
wear-
that. I'm
I
ready
Only
for
wear Burberry to swim. What Jay-Z say?
that. We are dressed up for bed. Amen.
Of course, Bang is on deck as always. But Tasha, a little bit about yourself. Of course, if y'all ever hear me shouting out Tosh in the chat, I always make sure to shout out that Tosh has actually passed the bar. Indeed. And I actually always shout that out when dealing with Tosh. But definitely she's been a part of the Tastemakers Pod in the chat. She was actually our first ever guest on the show.
I did not know that.
Yes. When we talked about the legal ramifications of Brie Babineau and Tone and Kanye from the Donda album, First Joint, Tasha was on the show. So that's what it is. But Tasha, again, a little bit more about yourself and how's your week been?
Yeah. I passed the bar like 12 years ago.
I'm just saying, you passed the bar. I'm just saying, I ain't never done it.
My name is Tasha. Besides being a super fan, I would have. Oh, London!
Shouts out to London.
When I'm not causing trouble in the Tastemakers chat, I'm practicing law. I'm also a Florida Supreme Court certified family law mediator, and my practice focuses on family law with all the nice child support and all that other stuff, and as well as civil law, mainly entertainment issues, contracts, and things like that. So
Let them know.
They go down. But
and she conveniently put the degree in the back to stun on y'all, just to let y'all know.
This is how I've been going to court for the past 2 years.
That's what it is. It's
still Zoom.
the courtroom setup.
Yeah, it's still Zoom down here. It's a lot brighter, and everything. And I have on a blazer or something or some.
Wait, where you coming in from, Tasha?
Old Town, Orlando, by way of Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
I'm born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, but yeah, I just came to Orlando like a year ago. Just want to change the vibe up, and it's been awesome.
Damn.
This week has been awesome.
I love Fort Lauderdale. Love Miami. Love it.
Yeah, it seems more your speed.
It does seem more Gosser
You can
speed.
have it. You can have it.
Yeah, definitely. But yo,
Tasha, are you
shouts
familiar?
out. Go ahead.
Are you familiar with the show Suits?
I'm familiar, but Bull is my show.
Bull is the show. Suits
Bull
is
It's
my
not better
show.
than Suits.
Suits
Quote,
my
it ain't
show
better
too.
than Suits. It ain't better than Suits, quote.
Bull is not better than Suits. I agree. But Bull is my joint.
Now
I don't even
we're
know what
probably
y'all
gonna have to
talking about.
dedicate a discussion to that topic.
Yes,
so lost.
definitely. Shouts out to
touch a ball.
Jamal Rucker in the chat. Definitely. Mr. Legacy Jones in the chat. Rochelle in the chat. So many of y'all in the chat. Debbie in the chat. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. Make sure to like and subscribe. This is what we do right here at the Tastemakers Pod. Of course, your like costs you nothing, but it means the world to us. Please make sure to subscribe too. Your boy Quote is trying to make sure we get to at least 200 subscribers by the end of April. We got about 23 left, something like that. So
What y'all doing, bro?
please make sure to go ahead and subscribe and let us know that you enjoyed the content that we put out right here at the Tastemakers Pod. So tonight's the night. We got topics for y'all as we do every week. First things first, we always going to ease into the show. Let's talk about Israel Houghton versus Chandler Moore. Then we're going to talk about the Grammy possibility of a boycott that boycott that your man Jay Prince is talking about. Then we're going to talk about the definition of a woman. That's come up quite a bit in the news within the last week or so. So we'll talk about that. And lastly, we'll talk about King Christian's party. And what might that look like? You definitely don't want to miss out on that one. But again, giving you just a taste of the culture, it's the Tastemakers Pod. Let's get it started. Your girl Brina is not with us tonight, so your man Quote is standing in and expected to be just a little rough. Just a little rough, all right? But definitely, as I go down the chats even now, let's go ahead and get right to it. Israel versus Chandler Moore. Let's see. Trisha, Israel versus Chandler Moore. What you got?
Israel.
Israel Houghton?
hands down.
Why?
Yes. He has a lot more soul and like, I don't know. I think his songs are just more memorable and they just hit different for me.
Okay.
Chandler is just not my steez, if that makes sense.
You're not feeling Maverick City?
No. I like Maverick City.
Okay.
I think if we're talking about like his solo album, no.
So in judging these two, we're gonna judge they whole stuff.
Okay, all right.
Chandler and what he does with Maverick, Israel,
Sure.
and not only what he does with New Breed, but what he's done with Lakewood, what he's done with in general.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So what we got? We still on Israel though?
I'm still on Israel.
Still on Israel. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Trish is definitely on Israel. What you got, Goss?
Hold on, Chandler. I don't worry. I got you.
We call this recency bias. Go ahead, Charles.
No, we don't.
Go ahead,
we call this
Goss.
we call this facts. Like, fam, are you serious? Like, is it even a game right now? Like Chandler Moore, the baby goat? Are we serious right now?
The baby
Fam.
goat.
Keyword, baby.
Here we go.
Baby goat.
But I don't believe anybody's calling Israel a goat, if you ask me. Now let me tell you why
Who's called
Chandler's
Israel a
rocking.
goat?
Let me tell you why Chandler is rocking better for me than your man Israel. First of all, he's all black. Chandler's all black. That's a plus for me. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there.
I think his wife would beg to differ.
I'm just
But
saying.
anyway, go ahead.
Chandler's not all black.
Huh?
Chandler's black.
His babies won't be.
I said Chandler. I didn't say his
Why
baby.
does that even matter?
Because it always matters, Trish. It matters.
Oh my gosh.
Because
Heart
it matters.
arrow.
Wow.
I'll tell you why that matters. Matter of fact, I'll start with that since you want to know why that matters.
Please.
We know in worship music, you typically can't have a national audience the way that the CCM crowd does unless white people like you. Okay? If white people don't like you, it's a good chance you won't be, there, right?
Okay.
So that's why that matters, because Chandler is all black. Black is, well, he's not that black. He's not like Michael Blackson black, but he's black enough, skin tone. Not culture-wise, but skin tone. To where
Thank you, Tasha. I go ahead, Goss. Go ahead,
y'all
Goss.
let me finish? Yeah, y'all gonna
Go
let
ahead.
me
Go
finish?
ahead.
Go ahead.
So that's number one, okay? Number two, he did way more with way less. He's done way more with way less. Let me explain.
He's done way more than Israel?
Yes,
Is
with
that
way
what
less.
you just said?
Let's
Yes.
hear it.
Okay.
Let's hear it. How?
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Are you ready
Flag
for the proof?
on the play.
Let him finish. Let him
Are you
finish.
ready for the proof?
Go for it.
Are you ready? Thank you so much.
Go
I
for it.
appreciate it. Don't worry. So, Israel came from what church?
Came from what church?
What church did Israel sing praise and worship at and got
He was
his
at-
start and got famous?
He didn't get his start there, but he was at Lakewood for a little bit.
Oh, so we are we trying to say that Israel got national status before Lakewood?
I think so. No,
I'm
matter of fact, I
Wow.
know so.
sure.
I know so. What are we talking about?
Wow.
Yes.
So we're not saying so Lakewood had nothing to do with him going up to another level.
I'm not saying
No
Lakewood
one's
didn't have nothing to
saying
do
that.
about
No
it.
one's saying
I'm asking
all
I'm
that.
saying that Israel New Breed's albums was out way before he was singing praise and worship for Lakewood.
This is facts.
I'm just asking the question, but they weren't as popular until they got with Lakewood, and now white people like them. Now they're on Joel Osteen, and now they're doing all that stuff.
Israel was in
first.
Radical
Wait,
for
are you
Christ with Fred
saying that, or are
Hammond.
you asking us?
Listen to what I'm saying, though. Just let me build my case.
Go
Let me
ahead.
build my case of why
Let him
Chandler's
build
about to
it.
get
You're
crazy.
trying to be
popular.
in your profession, Tasha.
Let me walk light real quick. Talk to me nice. So Chandler he's done his thing around the gospel music industry. He sang with Ty, you know what I'm saying? He sang with Kirk. I saw him at what's the face at Joy Fest a few times singing with these other folks, you feel me? And then like he just says, yo, you know what? I'm gonna start this whole dope group called Maverick City, right? And then Maverick City starts to bubble and Maverick City starts to go crazy. And like it's just this craziness because you have young people, right, it's a multicultural, not even a choir, I don't know what you call them. They're like Sunday service out here. Like they're on some like Sunday service kind of vibes. And like it's these young people who are singing gospel songs, but like it sounds young. Like how do you make gospel music sound young or like it sound appealing and sound the way that it sounds, right?
How do you make gospel music sound appealing?
Yes. Like appealing
gospel?
to the generation.
Did you say gospel?
Appealing to the generation. Well, when I say gospel in that context, I'm talking about gospel as far as like Christian music, like a faith, not a genre, but a faith.
Okay.
Yeah. So for him to have this generation of young people singing gospel songs, right? And singing faith-based music, and the way that they sing it, and they're remixing hymns, and they're remixing and making their own original music. And now it's so dope that like you can't deny it. Like, not saying that Israel's wasn't deniable. I mean, was deniable, but it's like I could listen to Israel and then I could also hear that somewhere else. When I hear Chandler, you can only get a Chandler from Chandler. Like you can't, like nobody else sounds like Chandler. So that's number 3, I think. I think it's third point. Nobody else sounds that. His tone is ridiculous. His vibrato, everything, nothing sounds like Chandler Moore at all.
Even though you like, that's the point. But go ahead.
So then, if we're talking about, and then I want to go now, because I don't even think that Maverick City has peaked yet, or Maverick City and Chandler has peaked yet. So not even at their peak, they are doing Capital One Arena, right? They are doing these tours, and everybody wants to work with them on a level where it's like, hey, it's $150 to come see you now. It's gonna be some bread, like I'm going to see Justin Bieber, or I'm going to see a festival now to go see a gospel artist, right? I think Chandler Moore took Christian music to a new level when it came to hard ticket sales, and when it came to what it looks like to be this authentically you, which is young, hip, I get quote unquote hip, right? Cool, and still singing this explicitly Christian music. I don't need to necessarily try to go get other people to make it cool. Respectfully to Kirk did his thing when he was doing his thing. He got in salt and things like that. But these
are not going to put Chandler above Kirk right now.
Please.
Listen what I'm saying.
I know he was gonna do it though. I
know he was
getting there.
Don't compare him.
I felt it in my spirit.
I'm not. Only this one part. Only this one part. Only this one part.
Okay.
Like I don't think I feel like Kirk went and got Salt to do the song. Kirk went and got R. Kelly to do the song. Kirk went and got people. Bieber wanted to work with Chandler. Like we're talking about like these secular artists want to work with these other like Sierra wanted to work with Maverick City. So she did. She said it in the interview.
You know how many mainstream artists wanted to work with Kirk?
Did it happen? It didn't happen.
From the get.
So you didn't see Ultralight Beam didn't happen? I mean, what are we talking about?
So listen. So in closing.
What is happening?
So in closing. What Chandler Moore, and we're talking about Israel, we're not talking about Kirk, for real. That was just one point. What Chandler Moore has done, I mean, because I don't think no secular artists have wanted to work with Israel, but that's really the point I should have made.
He's married to a secular artist. Well, she was
a cheetah girl. A cheetah girl. Are we serious?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's back up.
Nobody's checking.
Before cheetah girl.
Nobody's checking for Adrian Bylon. Respectfully.
Why do you always say nobody when you're not checking for something? And yes, I'm still holding that against you from last week.
Nobody's checking for Adrian.
All right, so on to
I'm not
Tasha.
done. I didn't get my closing yet.
Goss? Really?
Y'all didn't let me close. Y'all should have interrupted me. You should have interrupted me. So in closing, what I'm saying, what Chandler has already done for the genre and what he's continuing to do is just ridiculous. And that's why he's better than Israel. I'm done.
Shouts out to Chandler Moore. Of course, when we compare these two, we look at them both as being doing a thing for sure. But of course, we like to, see who we like better or whatever. Tasha, what you got?
I'm just so tired.
Nah, don't be tired now.
You tired already, Tasha? We got to deal with this every single week. This is what we deal with every week.
Like, Corey, I'm gonna just need you not to goss. Please. Don't goss us, please.
Please.
First of all,
I have to.
I
It's my
don't
last
know where
name.
this. I cannot withstand the gossiping.
You want me to agree with everything, huh? You want me to agree? No, I'm not gonna agree with all y'all.
First of all, where did this conversation even come from? And I'm sorry, I'm trying to not be the lawyer here, but I always got to get back from what are our terms and what is this discussion like? Who is even pitting these brothers against each other? Like, there's any comparison? There's no comparison. Like, respect to Chandler Moore, respect to Chandler Moore, and all that.
I wish YouTube had live polls. I hear you, JR Psalms.
First of all, shout out JR Psalms, shout out Legacy Jones, shout out Rochelle, because y'all know what's up, okay? Praise the Lord for Chandler Moore. Everybody who named Goss walked so that he could run, and he's still tying up his laces at this point, okay?
Period.
Israel been international. Israel been game changing. First of all, when Israel came out, he had to take the baton. He had to take the torch from Fred Hammond.
Come on.
You asked a Chandler Moore to take the torch from a Fred Hammond. We don't know who he is today. Okay. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna say this again, not putting nobody down, but when I see a Chandler Moore as somebody who was coming up in the Fred Hammond era and saw the changing of the guards, right, to Israel and his contemporaries, feel me? As I'm going to admit that I have a bias that way, a generational bias that way. At the same time, in this era, Chandler Moore, I jump on YouTube, and YouTube already got a million other suggestions of other ministries very similar to his. They might not be as big, but he's coming in the tradition of Hillsong, but with this flavor on it, or Bethel with that on it, or this with that on it. See me? Chandler is like another offering in a marketplace where Israel almost like dominated that space when it was his heyday. I'm just talking about reach right now. I'm not even talking about musicality. I'm not even talking about arrangement. I'm not even talking about songwriting.
We ain't even gotten that. We don't want
That's
to talk
a whole
arrangement.
other conversation.
We do not even
not
want
true.
to talk
That's just not true.
Not at all.
You know it is. Stop it. Stop
it.
Israel selling out NBA stadiums?
Cannot touch.
It don't matter.
That Maverick is singing.
Yes, it does.
Israel is selling out Africa, bro. He's selling
She said
stadium. He's selling out continents. Understand the levels. Understand the levels.
It is the levels. Somebody said Israel was popping before social media. Like
you is the thing.
Popping that much before social media even was a thing is a whole other category that Chandler will never be in. So let's just make that clear.
Right. That's why I'm asking, where did this comparison even come from? They're coming up in two whole different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna make that analogy because that's gonna start a fight. But I'm just saying, thank you, Asian. No, they do not compare, and respect goes where it's due.
Period.
Listen. I ain't gonna say where the topic came from because y'all know where the topic came from.
Where that thing came from?
I knew.
Where you got that? Why you starting fighting?
I knew where it was gonna come from. I knew how it was gonna go. So for the record, no, I did not come up with that topic. With that being said, listen. Shouts out to your man Chandler Moore. What they are doing with Maverick City right now is igniting a generation. You know what I mean? and the generation loves what they're doing, and they got the social media thing on pat right now. So it's really doing what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. In my opinion, I feel like Chandler Moore and Maverick City are doing the exact opposite of what Israel Houghton and New Breed did. Let me explain. After the Fred Hammond era and different things of that nature, when Israel and New Breed stepped into the game, I personally think that it was Israel and New Breed who helped to make white stylings of worship music flow better in black praise and worship teams and black churches.
Yeah.
That styling of praise and worship, I believe Israel and New Breed helped to push that into black culture.
Sure.
Because for a long time, we didn't rock like they rocked. They didn't rock like we rocked.
Facts.
And that was just what it was. I actually feel like Chandler Moore is doing the exact opposite. I believe that Chandler Moore and Maverick City are taking more gospel-centric black type music and making it more feasible to white audiences.
Y'all wilding in the chat.
So that's kind of actually how I see that, not the blacks. I know, it's just silly. With that being said, again, I'm gonna go back. I've listened to the split tracks of Israel and New Breed.
Can we talk about
Israel,
the split tracks?
Oh my God.
With an X.
I've listened to the split tracks of Israel New Breed and Israel live at Lakewood and different things of that nature. And the arrangements, the arrangements are crazy. Maverick City ain't doing that.
Nah,
they're just not doing that.
Not even close.
It's not even close from a musicality standpoint.
I don't even think they're claiming to do it.
They're not claiming to do it. Yeah. And honestly, if we had Chandler right here on here right now, Goss, he would look at you and be like, man, I appreciate you, bro, but nah, I'm good.
Don't matter.
I'm a salute and take my hats off to Israel Houghton.
I'm gonna talk his talk for him.
Yeah, and he's gonna say thank you, bro. But on this one,
don't matter.
Hands down.
Listen,
Israel.
Paris Bowens. Wait a minute. What you know about Paris Bowens, Mr. Legacy Jones? Because we're talking Philly right there. That's Philly fan right there. Rest in peace, but legend, legend. But yes, no, I agree.
I love what Maverick City is doing. I love the fact that they really are blending black and white. You know, it's really, you know, it's cool what they're doing right now. I love it.
What they're doing.
I love what they're doing.
Continuation of what Israel.
And also, I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe the worship starvation in the industry right now is actually made great room for Maverick City right now. I don't know if Maverick City would be.
I think it's overload.
I don't know if Maverick City would be who Maverick City is today 15 years ago.
Oh, yeah, no.
I don't believe it for the least bit. So
I think it's too much worship music.
Somebody said they don't hear the gospel sound with Maverick, and I don't either. That's a big reason why I don't. I mean, I like some of their music, but I don't rock with them as much as I rock with Israel because it lacks that soulfulness. Yeah. Like I'm not getting gospel at all. I'm getting straight CCM.
Straight up CCM. Yeah.
You don't think it's straight? I don't think it's straight CCM. I think it is a little bit different than CCM that Maverick City is doing.
Way different than CCM.
Yeah, I think it's different than CCM.
Y'all have to break that down because
I'm not saying it's.
Would you say that if you never saw them, if you only heard them?
That's how I first got introduced to them. Yeah. 100%. If he said he would do it, he's a man of his word. Yeah, if he said it, he would do it. What? Yeah, that's not CCM.
Yeah, no, it's not. They are taking some basic. They are taking some basic, in my opinion. No. It's at least black, I would say, if you're going to take.
CCM has no background singers. CCM sounds like this.
They are tasting some rudimentary Black Baptist sounds, and they are sharing that.
I have to strongly disagree with y'all on that, but hey,
I hear you.
I can't. I don't hear it at all.
CCM has that Jackson voice. You know what I'm saying? That's what my homie called it, the Jackson voice. Remember that episode of Saved by the Bell when that one cool dude came and he could play the guitar. He was like, like that's the Jackson voice. Like his name was Jackson. Like.
Now I've seen every single episode of Saved by the Bell.
Every episode of Saved by the Bell. They ain't had no Jackson on there.
They did. My man was trying to talk to Kelly Kapowski, and Zach was pissed. And Zach was like, "Yo,
with a guitar? No, the boy with the juicy hair. I remember him, but he.
No, it was a cat named Jackson. not AC Slater.
No, I'm not talking about Slater.
She knows Slater.
First of all,
we know Slater.
We know all the things. Okay.
Yes. Mr. Legacy Jones said it. I think, it's they are kind of like Elevation with black chords to an extent.
Very good way of putting it.
Okay, black chords is different than gospel. Like
I'm okay. I could take that.
You know
I could take that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I could definitely take that. Right. Listen, we ain't taking nothing away from Chandler Moore and
absolutely not
Maverick City. And Chandler does have a very unique tone and voice that is really, really way beyond his age, right? And I love that too. But even from a singing sample, Israel can hit notes that Chandler can't dream about.
And Israel can't hit notes that Chandler can do.
Well, I'm not really like super enthusiastic about either of them as a just plain vocalist and nothing else. I'm thinking about the whole thing. I'm thinking about the band. I'm thinking about the arrangement. I'm thinking about the leadership. I'm thinking about all the things, you know. But if we just
have you seen their live show? Have you seen Maverick City's live show?
No, we are not saying that they don't put on a good show. We're not saying that they can't take you to worship. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that about either one. We know Israel and Newbury could do the Lakewood Live is a whole worship experience. You best believe.
Disrespectful, Tasha. Tasha, you disrespectful.
So listen. Miss Lexi said Israel sounds like Bruno Mars got saved. So listen.
Bruno Mars like that. Don't do Bruno Mars like that. No.
It is definitely 3-1 with Israel over Chandler. And that's what I expected. So, with that being said.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Shout out to the chat. Y'all make sure to like and subscribe. Definitely make sure to get us to 200 subscribers. We've only been doing this for about 5 or 6 months. And get us to 200 subscribers in the chat, please. We appreciate that. On to the next
Share with your
topic.
friends.
Share with your friends. Do all that on the socials and all that jazz. Inez says she's exhausted already. Inez, you know how we do.
Right?
Inez, you know how we do.
Inez, what up? I'm coming to Ohio this weekend and see Lecrae.
So you are going to Ohio this weekend for the show?
Tell Inez, holler at me. We got to link up.
That's what it is. You driving?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm actually going to go. I'm not. Not in a position to make any moves right now. So anyway, let's talk about it. Let's see here. From Chandler Moore and Israel. Y'all see, I didn't even put the thing up once again.
And that's cheating Israel right there. That's not even good Israel.
Stop it.
That's another reason why he's the GOAT. Because Chandler ain't gonna cheat.
No, and again, as you're spreading the lies, that's called slander, and we don't have the insurance for slander. Israel's wife said that he did not cheat. That's what Israel's ex-wife said.
Hold on now. Are we gonna do this right now?
We're not. Yes, we're gonna move on to the next topic.
Quote, were you there? Quote, were you there?
I was not there, but I'm sure that Israel's ex-wife was. And she said that he did not cheat with Adrian by the least bit.
Oh, not with Adrian. Okay. Moving on.
Let's go, Tasha. Let's go,
That's
Tasha.
What we were talking about Adrian. We were talking about nothing else. I don't know about nothing else.
Let's go, Tasha.
Listen, as I try to handle this production again, Brina, oh Lord, where you at? Your man Jay Prince sent the order out. He said, yo, if the Grammys gonna stop Kanye from performing, we need to boycott the Grammys. So your man Jay Prince is like, look, they done the Weeknd wrong. Weeknd was upset last year. Drake done already told y'all we don't even need these awards. Nicki Minaj got done dirty by the great Grammys as well. Jay Prince is like, look, this is what we'll do. The Grammys is popping off in Las Vegas. On the same night, let's have a show.
Yo,
with
word?
Kanye,
what he said?
Drake, Nicki Minaj, The Weeknd, and others on the same night. Hook up the streaming platform and let's see what it do.
Yo, are you serious?
That's what Jay Prince talking about it.
I'm with it. At
this point, Nicki Minaj is the only one that really has responded. But what do y'all think about the Grammys overall, how they're doing these urban artists, and what these artists should do about it? And let's go ahead and start with Tosh.
I mean, listen, okay? How do I say this without sounding like a troll?
Without sounding what?
Look, it's them people Grammys. Them people gonna do what they want to do with their Grammy. You understand?
Let them people have their Grammys and do their Grammys.
Now, I like this idea. I heard about the boycott, but I was not aware of the idea of doing this thing with this lineup at the same time and essentially competing with the Grammys. Right. I like it. My thing is, why do we always wait till award season to start decrying and boycotting things?
Yeah.
Right? Because before Kanye was banned, all those other people he listed were already done wrong, as you say, by the Grammys. So this is something that could have been in the works. We do it with the Oscars. We do it with whatever else. Now, I got to shout us out as far as Black Hollywood or the Black entertainment sector. You know, there are things that we do have that we're building for ourselves as far as award shows, modes of recognition and all of that. I see it and it's growing and it's beautiful. But things like this, you know, it's just like, okay, the Grammys, 10 minutes away? And now it's like, hey, y'all, let's do this, or we have this problem. Plan it out. Like really campaign it. Like, really do it.
So I guess what it is, though, Tosh,
they're going to do what they want with it.
I guess what it is, though, Tosh, is they're saying that the Kanye cancellation of the Grammys is what is further sparking.
I'm going to tell you right now, Kanye ate the hill I'm trying to die on.
I knew you was going to say that.
Kanye ate the hill for me, okay? He out here wilding on the internet. His peoples ain't making him take his meds. Y'all saw what I typed about him last week. Okay, I'm just on take your meds right now. I'm not in any other conversations about him. Take your meds, and then we'll discuss everything else. Now, you done threatened somebody online. You done suggested that you know where they live and you're gonna do something about it. Yeah, sit down, stay out of the public. They're probably keeping him out of jail. Okay,
right.
Here's the thing. Here's one thing that I did not have to go to law school to learn is people don't like being sued.
Yeah.
And when you invite somebody to your event onto your premises who has already been exhibiting certain behaviors, now you have failed to protect your other invitees if something pops off.
Yeah.
You got people already approaching DL in the streets on Kanye's behalf. I'm not saying Kanye sent them, but he posted that he would.
He did.
He got goons.
Right.
So this wasn't a goon, though. This was I can't think of his name that approached DL, but yeah.
I don't like being sued. Keep Kanye far away from whatever I'm throwing. I don't like lawsuits. I don't want to be sued.
What Tasha is basically saying is Kanye West is officially a liability.
Period.
So, of course, this is bigger than just Kanye. Of course, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Weeknd, many others have claimed to be done dirty by the Grammys. But I hear that.
Right. So
Tosh don't want to die on the hill of Kanye.
Work on it and put the time in it, and don't just wait till the Grammys about to come on to tweet something out. Is all
Indeed. Goss, what you think?
Listen, I'm with it. I love when black people squad up to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially black people with all this star power. Man, we could crush the Grammys. We don't need them, bruh. Just like, bruh, I think about when Drake and Ye did their concert over in LA, that joint was insane. 240 million people tuned in.
It was all the way in.
I will say this though, it would be a great stunt, wouldn't it?
Yes,
we would so crush the Grammys. More people
that's
would
what
watch.
I'm saying, bro. More people would watch. Like this proves so many points. Like hip hop first runs the world, so we don't need y'all's accolades and y'all telling us that we good for us to know that we're good. That's first of all, and secondly, we're gonna throw a little, puff shake in there and do a whole other concert. What? Yo, I'm with all that energy, son. Like, I'm down with it.
Throw what? Throw what in it?
Huh?
What you want to throw in it?
A little diddy bop. You know what I'm saying? A little diddy bop.
Little diddy bop.
Okay.
You feel me? Yo, like that's the ultimate bop right there, son. If you do that, and like, do you know, like, because the Grammys is like a big deal, right? Because like this is like the first one back since COVID, I think, or no? Am I tripping?
If it's not the second, it's the first. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like they were trying to make it a big deal because of that, and it's like, yo, like I think that would just make such an important statement without even like having to fight or without even having to say anything. Because you'd have everybody tuned into that. So that's on that level. I think they should definitely do it. And then, I think Kanye's harmless. Like, I don't think Kanye's gonna hurt anybody. I don't think Kanye is gonna be on some rah-rah type stuff. As I'm talking about last week. Like, Kanye's not the baby. Like, he's not gonna be out here trying to stretch cats out for real.
Oh,
Kanye ain't got no body.
From a violence standpoint, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
From a violence standpoint, you're right.
Yeah.
But Kanye might say something crazy. That's happened plenty of times before.
He's all talk and no bite to me. I agree.
Yeah,
I don't think that he would.
But you could.
That's what everybody gonna say till somebody get bit.
That's true.
Nobody got bit yet.
I feel you, but I don't think
innocent until proven guilty.
But even if Kanye does not do anything himself, we live in a time where all you have to do is fuel a certain sentiment towards someone. And if you're big enough, your minions will go after them.
That's a fact.
And he needs to at least be cognizant of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's responsible. His fans do. I don't subscribe to that school either. But he's being mad reckless and just reckless for whatever reason. It's not targeting his mental illness. Anybody who knows me knows how much of an advocate I am. You know what I'm saying? But if for whatever reason you're behaving recklessly, a person who rather not be sued is going to distance themselves from you. And I just do not see in the history of the Grammys where they are acting inconsistently as to Kanye versus other people.
Man, you just throw some extra security up there, you'd be good. Let Kanye go. But in the bigger thing,
you go be the security, please.
I'll do it. I don't care.
You go guard Kanye, please.
I'll let him go through. Like, yo, I didn't see nothing.
Wow. Okay. Trish, what you got?
Somebody in the chat said there have been other people who have wilded out like Kanye and who have not been invited to the Grammys. And I agree with that. I think if he was a white man, they would not care. I'm just being honest. But I do
can see that.
Yeah, I do think that them doing a whole separate show, just like Goss already said, like we all agree, it would be amazing. And I think we should do it. Period. I think we should do it.
I like the idea of the show.
Yeah. But is they gonna do it? That's the question.
They may mess up.
They can throw it together.
They really could. They really good.
Now, Jay Prince is normally the type of cat that can make something go to action.
For sure.
But this may offend they political connects. And there may be other stuff that other people like, sometimes you gotta play.
But Prince has already said, like, look, my what is the word he used? He said that there are going to be some bigwigs that would be pretty much upset at him for making this happen, but it is what it is. It needs to happen.
They should do it. I'm with it.
Charles said they already have stuff for us. We don't support it. I don't know who we is. I don't know who we is, but I think today many people support the black shows today. I don't know
It's getting
about, I don't
better.
yeah, I don't think, I think that's true. That was true maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, but today I think it's a different story. I don't know. I haven't seen, I have not witnessed people not supporting like the BET Awards and, you know, Essence Fest and all those other things. Like, I don't know.
I feel like
Yeah.
those big ones always had the big followings, but when you talk about like, you know, like the Trumpeter Awards or the one that Anthony Anderson always hosts, what is
Right.
that?
Is that the hoodie?
The lesser known, not the what is that?
That's Steve Harvey.
Oh,
No,
right.
I'm
Hoodie
talking
Awards.
about the Hoodie Awards, right? And the one
There's
it
another
slips
one.
me, but I watch it every year. Anthony Anderson always hosts.
Soul
He's
Train? Not
always
Soul
ready.
Train.
No, that ain't Soul Train. It's
The
another one.
NAACP?
No,
I know what you're talking about. Hold up,
but
hold
he
up.
has been on that before. I know it's the song is in my head. They even did a whole opening number song and dance like 2 or 3 years ago about how let's get our own. Why y'all mad at them all the time? When I think it was the first time Oscars So White started going around.
Why people
And
don't
I
don't
cannot
respect black
remember.
award shows?
That has been improving, is what I'm saying. With
That,
the
like I
lesser
said,
knowns, the support has been building.
that has definitely changed. I will say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point in my life, I don't really watch award shows like that in general. With that being said, if I'm going to watch an award show, it's gonna be a black award show, most likely. It's gonna be a Soul Train Music Awards. It's gonna be a BET Awards. It's gonna be, you know, something from S. It's gonna be one of them. But at this point in my life, if I'm catching award shows, I'm normally catching highlights from YouTube the next day. For real, for real. I'm not really watching. I ain't watch the Grammys in I don't know how long.
It be too many babies on there. I don't know who all these people are.
Too many babies. The baby, Lil
baby,
baby,
Lil baby.
Yo baby, her baby.
They got a singing group right now with a church bus full of little boys in it. It's just everybody on stage. I don't even know if they speak English. I don't know what's happening.
Wow.
I don't know.
So I do
And
say,
all
like I
the
said,
women are in leotards. I don't
it's
know.
oh wow, it would be an excellent stunt, and with that, easily it would be more eyes on it than the Grammys. Charles,
BTS, Inez, yes, BTS.
Charles, if you can back that for me, like I said, I know you got that television rating stuff. I know, I think that's in your warehouse. But if Kanye, Drake, Weeknd, Nicki do a show and it streams alongside the Grammys, more people are going to watch.
That's a wrap for the Grammys.
That's yeah. That's it. How many viewers did you say that Kanye Drake joint had, Goss?
213 million.
213 million.
Wow.
Something
I don't
like that,
know.
yeah.
I don't know when
It
the
was a
last
rack of
time.
us on there.
I don't know when the last time the Grammys got them numbers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they have in a while.
yeah. So that's what it is. We'll see if anything actually comes to pass with it. But yeah, that's your man Jay Prince telling cats to boycott the Grammys. Let's keep the party moving. Keep the party moving. We're moving right along.
The chat is why Mr. Legacy
Okay.
talking about some little baby, little embryo, little zygote.
Little zygote.
It's too much.
Yeah, that's yeah. It's crazy out there. Shout out to Kiara Jacobs and I feel like I ain't seen Kiara in the chat in a minute. Shout out to Kiara.
Kiki!
We gonna
Judan,
see
what's
Kiara this
going
weekend
on?
too.
Is she going?
She's coming to our situation this weekend.
Oh,
They do they up to something, and so that's what it is. They up to something.
We're gonna,
But listen, Risha put only 8.8 million for the Grammys last year. Come on.
Wow.
It'd be no comparison.
At all.
It'd be no comparison.
Even the white allies will show up to that.
Indeed.
100%.
And y'all know that's a fact.
Hey, listen. Let's not fool ourselves. Of that 248 or whatever percentage that was, more than half of that was definitely white. Like sometimes we as Black people need to remember we are only 13% of this country.
the
Like
white babies buying all
sometimes
the music.
y'all be like, we don't need white folk to do this and do that. I be like, y'all, hold on now, wait. We need
Definitely
allies. We is only 13% of
fact.
this country.
That's a
Okay,
fact.
let's not forget. Okay,
Is it still 13? Okay.
it's 12 or 13. I think it's going down, ain't it? Latinos going up.
That's
Whites
probably
is going
true.
down, and I
Latinos
think
definitely
blacks is
going up.
probably going down as well. So we got to get to procreating out here, guys, in America. But anyway, yo, can I do a pro-black? Can we do a pro-black anti-abortion situation? Like, you think that'll work in the culture?
Don't.
I went too far. Okay, so
That's a lot. You just said a lot, and I couldn't respond properly.
I did just say a lot.
It's a lot.
Yo, Mr. Legacy Jones said, Latino said, yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's a fact.
Shouts out to Fat Joe. For real, for real. Listen. Speaking of this, we normally don't, Stephen Levite said pregnancy is down now too. So,
Praise the Lord.
yeah. But
Sorry.
listen, we don't normally get into political stuff, even like what I just said. We don't normally get into that. But I do want to check on something real quick. Listen. A lot of things are popping off. And the question that everybody seems to be asking right now is, what is the definition of a woman? Let's play this joint right here, and we'll be right back.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No,
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So you
I'm not a
believe the meaning
biologist.
of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about. Just last week, an entire generation of young girls watched as our taxpayer-funded institutions permitted a biological man to compete and beat a biological woman in the NCAA swimming championships. What message do you think this sends to girls who aspire to compete and win in sports at the highest levels?
Senator, I'm not sure what message that sends. If you're asking me about the legal issues related to it, those are topics that are being hotly discussed, as you say, and could come to the court.
So listen. First and foremost, definitely a lot going on when it comes to people talking about the definition of a woman. First and foremost, looks like we're about to get our first Black female Supreme Court justice. That's dope. That's definitely, hey, we moving right along. We down with that. Ketanji, is that how you say her first name? How you say her first name, Tasha?
You got it right.
Okay, look at that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it better than you.
Ketanji Brown Jackson definitely is looking like she's about to get that seat. And of course, listen, she's the first Black to do something. Of course, she's going to end up being, a liberal. That's just kind of what comes with the territory, right? And we weren't playing her part so much to just balk at her necessarily. We know what this is about. Anybody who's ever watched these confirmations, one party is trying to trip the other party up, get them to say a little bit too much or whatever the case may be about what they believe or their agenda, therefore make sure cats don't get confirmed the way they're supposed to. So it's a lot of non-talk. You know what I mean? A lot of,
Definitely.
what you think about this? Let me find a way to dodge the nonsense question you just asked me as you trying to set traps for me. That's a lot of that, how that goes.
So
But it brings to a lot of good points, all right? I'm sure everybody caught the Leah Thomas joint that popped off last week, right?
Nah.
The swimmer?
You can't be giving pop quizzes. You said no. When you give us homework, and you go back, and you be.
I don't
listen.
This is a due process violation. Quote. Okay?
No,
I've been too stressed out.
No.
I've been too stressed
I'm
out.
expecting y'all to be plugged in at least enough to see what's going on when it's on every news publication out there. Chat, y'all with me with the Leah Thomas joint, the trans swimmer? And
okay.
I'll be knowing people's names.
Okay.
Say the story. Say the story. We don't be knowing people's names like that.
Thanks. I was like, who is that?
Listen. So anyway, of course, they were referencing the Leah Thomas joint, whatever the case may be, and how basically.
Father, Lord, Jesus.
Oh Lord, hold on. I gotta go to this. Let's see. Leah Thomas was giving strong Elvira from A Living Color vibes.
No. See, this is why I love Kiara. This is why I love Kiara.
Not Jim Carrey.
With the little ponytail.
Not Jim Carrey.
Is Leon Thomas in real life? Shut up.
No,
Listen. So my dude was what? 300 plus ranked as a male. And now that he's gone through the process and Leah is now a female.
Nope.
Wrong.
Period. I don't care.
American dream.
So hold on. So the the Association of Women is like, nah.
Men and women. Men and women have agreed and said it's not fair because biologically, the way your body is set up is different from a woman's. And if you're the way that his body moves through water compared to a woman's is biologically different. So
he was 426
How dare you say that,
place.
Trish? That's so unloving.
And now he's the number
truth.
one.
It's not. It's objective truth. We're not talking about subjective. This is something that is scientific. So,
oh my God, you gotta love them. You can't say the truth.
We do love them. I love him, her. I'm sorry. I love everybody that God has created. Okay. All I'm saying is, it is not fair. It is just not fair. Period. And more muscle mass. Exactly. When I looked on the Shade Room, and I'm looking at places where there's not believers in the conversation, and they all was like, "It's wrong. It's wrong." Period.
It's common sense.
It's like, yeah. I'm like, come on. We can't just be doing this. Like, we gotta have some kind of boundaries when it comes to this stuff. I'm sorry.
That's the problem. We're far past the initial boundaries. There's something.
Kiara said them tatas slow you down when you swim.
That's what
they
she
do.
said.
That's the one thing God took from this whole discourse so far.
And I'm like,
the one thing.
Yo,
Get the mental picture out, Gus.
Yeah. So, dude, I mean, they played a video, and in a previous race before Leah Thomas just got the number one ranking, in a previous race, Leah had won the first place, and they counted 38 seconds before a second person even touched. It was crazy. It's truly not fair. And at this point, I haven't been able to run across, even in these crazy chats or anything like that, anybody who thinks different. Yeah. And this is getting crazy because
is a prominent story. This is not a first. This has been
not at all. Not at all. I think even Stephen Levi's talking about the UFC joint. Women is getting killed in the ring fighting against trans men.
Absolutely.
Or is it trans? Let me be trans women, right? Thank you. Fighting against trans women because this is no joke. I mean, like I want to say somebody broke somebody's skull or something of the sort. It's a big deal. If this keeps happening, like there's gonna be no more women's sports, right? Because who can beat Leah Thomas in swimming in women's sports but another trans woman, right?
Yeah, it's not fair. I feel like if they maybe they should have their own category. You know what I'm saying? That would to me would be fair. Like it is not. Come on, like it's just like you said, it's common sense that people just don't use today. I don't know why, but
so to bring it back around to the clip now.
Yes.
Okay.
As a Black female lawyer, I just want to give like 2 seconds of just for this moment. It's crazy. And watching it, I've been able to catch like 80% of it. I have been working, but I've just been watching it and just taking it in and just thankful to God, but at the same time, there's this angering like moment of reflection of like, this is our existence. What they are doing to this woman in this confirmation hearing feels so familiar to me. As a Black woman and as a Black woman in the profession that I'm in, I just feel like I'm watching another day at work.
Wow.
That's how I've been feeling this whole time. So, it's awesome. Now to the critique, I would not have told them people, I can't define a woman because I ain't a biologist. That was a poor choice of words. Okay. It was just a bad soundbite. But she did come back around to explain, listen, I'm not going to tell you how I'm about to rule on something. The fact that this is a hotbed issue
absolutely
means we know that schools and other institutions are about to start making some rules. And when people make rules that other people don't want to follow, lawsuits get filed. And those are the type of lawsuits that find their way to the Supreme Court. So I get why she wanted to stay away from saying that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
She just started out with wonky wording there. I wouldn't have said that, but she absolutely did the right thing to say, listen, if I'm confirmed, I'm going to have to rule on this. And, I'm not going to show my hand. I'm going to remain apolitical. It's to me, I'm not going to marry this position. But I'm going to say right now, I feel like it might be similar to when we started talking about years ago, when does life begin? It's one of those conversations that you can get all down in the weeds. Now, us for the believers, it's not a completely like what we do, we live our lives does not hinge on the answer to what America says as far as life begins, because the Lord told Jeremiah, before you were formed, I knew you when I called you.
Preach,
so
Tasha.
I just
preach up in here.
No, get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, for our purposes, whatever's going on in the American political system is not changing what we're doing in the kingdom. Feel me? But now we're talking. Now the new frontier on that whole thing is, what is a woman? What is a man? So I feel like it's kind of the same thing we're about to get into. And I just, as someone who I hear her faith was stated today, I didn't hear it before. I just kept hearing the word faith. But as someone who, as of today, I understand to be a Christian, we definitely got to keep her in prayer that she goes in there, she's guided by the right principles and the right thing results. Because I think this is going to go all the way up. I don't think this cultural war is going to resolve, if it ever will, without seeing the Supreme Court, in my opinion.
Got you. You're talking about specifically you're talking about trans thing or what?
Yes.
In the sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think it's going to go all the way up to the Supreme Court?
I can't come out because I'm not a woman, and
right.
I am. And now the law, because mankind has left the authority of the word, now we got to keep going to these man-made institutions to craft these man-made definitions for things that God already defined, right? So now we're going to come and ask 9 people some of which are real sus. What's a woman?
I'll show you what a woman is. Okay.
I bet you will, Corey. And I pray for you every day. I do.
Thank you. I need them. I need all the prayers.
I'm messing with you.
Listen. So like I said, from the first Black woman Supreme Court seat being about to be filled to, of course, what's going on with transgender sports, and anybody else got any other thoughts or anything else on those things?
Nope.
I mean, how long we gonna be here tonight?
You used to hanging with us. You know how long we're gonna be here tonight.
I'm gonna be on here like this.
Listen. So we don't, like I said, we don't normally attack or really talk about more political type stuff. So I would like to see in the chat, y'all talk about it. Would y'all want the Tastemakers to get into more politicized type topics at all? Is that really what y'all want from us, or nah? Let us know what's popping off.
Please no.
Indeed. But thank you, Inez. Inez know what it is. We ain't quite 2 hours, but we normally about 2 hours, hour and a half, or to join. And I'm saying we've been doing this for roughly about an hour, not even an hour and 20 minutes, because Cats was late. You know what I mean? So, and when I say Cats, I mean we all were late getting started. So we actually making good time as we're about to hit our last topic. How about it? You know what I mean?
Saying to keep it light, keep it fun.
Yes.
Okay. So no political. Keep it light, keep it fun. I like that. Y'all like that? Okay. I'm with it.
I got a 1 second plug. I'm so sorry, guys.
Do it.
Could I? Y'all saw T in the chat. The young lady that wrote, "Hey, Auntie Tasha," that's my beautiful niece.
Hey.
Hi, T.
What up, T?
We're talking about, Black women being stressed out just by getting up and going through the day. And she has a beautiful ASMR channel that just got highlighted in, I think it was Elle magazine or something like that. Something like that. And it features specifically Black female ASMR hair videos. So it's really cool. So support my niece. And
love it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Me do that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Shouts out to T. So listen, last topic of the night. Before we get into this last topic, y'all know what I need y'all to do. Make sure to go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell. Definitely do us a favor. It's all right, Trisha. It's all right. But definitely do us that favor again, y'all. We've only been doing this for about 5 or 6 months. We are a little bit short of 200 subscribers. And if you guys would go ahead and subscribe for us, you would help us to get one step closer. So thank you guys on that. Last topic of the night. So listen, guys, I mean, really, we grown. You know what I mean? I checked out the demographic. The demographic is somewhere between 28, 45, something of the sort. We grown folk in here, and we Christian, without a shadow of a doubt. No doubts on that whatsoever. But can us grown Christian folk, can we party? And what does that look like? You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
For this, I'm going to start with your man, C. Goss. Everybody in the chat, I want y'all to give a happy belated birthday to our very own C. Goss. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. Here. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Definitely. But so of course my man Goss had a party, had a good time. Me and the wife went up and just chilled out and had a good time. Music. DJ was on his. DJ was doing it. I thought the DJ really held it down. So shouts out to that. But we'll start off with Goss. Goss, can Christians party?
Yeah, sure can.
Hold on. Someone said define party, and I like.
Oh yeah, Daryl said that.
Yeah.
We're gonna start off with the definition of party. Before we get the definition, just because y'all know how I like. Anyway, because I know how this will go. Before we get the definition, Goss, can Christians party?
course we can party. What you mean? We can party. You feel me?
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. It's all you.
Yo, listen. I was gonna send you this video quote so that you could play it, but I didn't know how if we couldn't throw it on right now because that's something that we gotta load up before the show.
You know about the joint with you on the floor?
Yeah, that joint. Then I had some more joints when I was leading the swag surf. You know what I'm saying? And I was doing that joint. But listen, your boy was having a time. I'm not sure if y'all can hear this.
Yo.
Going in.
That's you?
Yeah.
Why your hair looks so good?
All right.
She
said what? What she say?
I ain't say nothing.
So it was my birthday, and my whole entire life, I had always wanted to throw this big party, right? Like that was my life's goal. You feel me? But I never had friends that I feel like would come party with me, or I never felt like I was popping enough to throw a party, right? So this year, I felt like, all right, I'm out here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might got the city on click clock a little bit. Let me see what's good. So I invited like 100 people to my party. You know what I'm saying? And we did it at this clubhouse that was in out in this place called Short Pump. You feel me? And we had a good time. Like, you feel me? Like, yo, Trish, when they played Dreams and Nightmares, it was a wrap.
It was a wrap. It was a wrap. Cats was loving that.
Listen, that's the Black National Anthem. That's the new Black National Anthem.
I think that is blasphemy, but I feel you. Everybody was
telling you.
Because when you said it before it played, I'm like, are we really about to play Lift Every Voice and Sing? That didn't happen.
Take my check.
You feel me? So as adults, you know what I'm saying, that engage in their liberties, you feel me? I was engaging in all my liberties, you feel me, that night.
Hold on, let me
you know what I'm saying? So we was partying, you know what I'm saying? We had the DJ, we had the food, there was a whole taco bar available, you know what I'm saying? Everybody brought bottles, you know what I'm saying? Like then we had the nice little patio terrace outside.
Nice.
It was like 70 degrees outside.
Oh, wow.
It was very nice outside.
They couldn't tell me nothing, Trish. I had a ball that night.
I know you did. I saw it. I know you did.
Listen, I got up on that furniture, let everybody in the swag surf one time, you know what I'm saying? And then they were playing like all the joints. Of course, you got to wobble. Of course, you got to do the Cupid shuffle, you know,
everything.
All the stuff.
Yeah. From the new stuff to the old stuff to the 90s. It was
all that.
Point.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think we can party. I had a good time. And it was weird, though, I'm not going to hold you. Because I still ask myself the question, can Christians party, right? Because I don't want to get caught up in this new progressive Christianity. Because I feel like if I came into Christianity around now, like, I don't know, it's just different. Like, people have different rules. There are no rules. And people feel like and people feel like you can't do nothing, and then some people feel like you can do everything. Right. You feel me? Right. So like I might have caught two bodies that night too. Not as far as like sex, nothing like that. Nah. Nothing like that.
Nah. Use that terminology. That was purposeful.
You can't be saying that.
Not purposeful.
Not sexually. But I'm saying like I might have been dancing with 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how like we dance sometimes. So that's what I'm saying.
He was grinding? Is that what you're saying?
It wasn't necessarily a grind.
Oh,
but it was
listen. I know there was one up in that joint. She kept backing that up on you. I saw that.
I can't control that. Okay. So what I'm
saying
is,
good night.
So let's be clear. Me and God specifically is straight church boys. And Inez said it earlier. 15 years ago, you know what I mean? May or may not have been able to say or do or whatever certain things. Yeah. And even Goss just said it here. Like, you know, we take a little bit more advantage maybe of liberties now than we did back then,
Definitely,
whatever the case may
100%.
be. So the question is, Goston gave y'all the joint. We told y'all what kind of music was playing. We told you there was food. Goss said bottles. Okay? All right? And then we just said there was some, cats was dancing. And people don't dance no more. All they do is
this.
You know what I mean? So how it was popping. And tell me this, Goss, because my wife was next to me the whole night. Tell me this. What percentage of the crowd were Christian?
Oh, I would say they would all consider themselves Christians for
Christian.
sure.
Exactly.
Christians was turned up in the place.
Christians was turned up in the party, having a good time. My wife's a little bit more conservative than I am, but she was like, I told her, I said, look, baby, I said it's about 95% Christians up in here, like for real, like church going every Sunday, 100%. Praise the Lord, Holy Spirit filled Christians up in here. And she was like, no, ain't no way. And then Cats walked up to me and I dapped Cats up, right? And I knew what they do. I looked at her, baby, I said, Pastor. Then the next dude walked up to me, dapped him up, was like, yo, baby, another pastor.
That's a fact. There were a few pastors in there.
There was a few pastors in the house. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be.
There's pastors in hell, too.
Tasha ain't lying.
Wow.
There are pastors up in hell, too.
Wow.
That is the truth. She ain't lying. That is not a false statement necessarily.
I'm not previewing my position on the question. I'm just saying.
So the question becomes, can Christians really party like that?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm not even sure. I don't even know. But I did that night. I'm gonna tell you what I did that night. But I'm not sure if we're supposed to.
Let's see. So since Tasha got her hand up, go ahead, Tosh. That's all you. What you got?
So, as a person with a Caribbean background, right?
I did hear your accent. I was like, where's she from?
My parents are from Jamaica. And growing up in South Florida, it's like, with like the advent of CHH and all of that, like we had our own movement down there stemming from the islands of gospel, reggae and dance hall and all of that. And so we had, I hate this term, Christian clubs, like back in the day.
We did too.
This is a foregone conclusion. Like,
yeah,
I don't, like, we're gonna party, you know what I'm saying? Regardless,
see,
like
now our Christian clubs were different though. Our Christian clubs
like
didn't have no dancing though.
Who? Your
Cats was on the wall.
Right.
It was on the wall.
No, hi. Your Christian clubs did not have any dancing.
Cats was dancing?
grinding.
They won't grind, of course. Yeah.
The ones I went to, I left sweaty. Your clubs didn't have any dancing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no. I was talking about me and Goss mainly.
Y'all stale.
Okay.
Go get it. So here's the thing. Someone in the chat said something about parameters, right? Because now, like, fast forward from a teenager going to all this stuff that churches and promoters are doing, that's, Christian flavored or kingdom focused or whatever. Fast forward now to a young woman in law school. I'm in Orlando. I joined this church with mad Hispanic folk, mostly Puerto Ricans or whatever.
Yeah, and
cool people. Some of them I love to this day. Still talk to, still whatever, still flex with. But we was out there salsa in the salsa clubs, which is fine. I love to dance, right? Yeah. So we, and Pastor was out there salsa with Gus. What's wrong with you, bro?
Happening?
Hold on. So Goss was just dancing with the woman in that joint. There was really nothing wrong with that joint. I've got to ask Trisha and Tasha, what was really wrong with what was just going on there?
No, dance. That's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
But then come to find out.
It was the way he was told.
I was holding her hair.
Like, what are you
Okay,
doing in the video? Like, you know videos.
You had to hear the
in
song.
trouble.
You had to hear the song.
Don't
it was a
volunteer
pop song.
videos.
don't
Don't
think
volunteer
it is
videos, guys. Videos get people in trouble. Okay, don't volunteer videos.
Like,
Take
what
advice.
is happening?
Take good advice. But yeah,
You had to hear the song. You had to hear the
I want to
song.
hear that song. But came to find out, Pastor was in the back of the club doing weed with the unsaved visitors who were coming to the church. I found out later. Yes, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying I see how it could go right and I see how it could go there.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So the parameters, I agree with that. I just feel like you read Ecclesiastics, what else is there but to have a good time after you've worked hard making money? Make your money, have a good time, and don't sin. Like, period.
Yeah,
What else are
that
we
part.
here for?
That part.
Yo, these videos
Yeah.
are hilarious.
What you got,
I-
Trish?
God,
Yeah, so as a former dancer, because
Okay.
I was a dancer, I was teaching dance, I was, doing choreography, all that stuff. I dance, okay? And as a believer, I mean, yeah, like Inez and everybody else, like years ago, I'm like, nah, I ain't doing none of that. Because all I knew was grinding and all other things, right? But as an adult and like a more mature Christian, like I have to put parameters in place for myself, because I mean, I know things can at any moment things could go left, right? I choose not to dance if my husband is not around, unless I'm dancing by myself. I'm gonna dance by myself, okay? I'm gonna go in with myself, okay?
Don't back that thing up on nobody, Trish.
I will not
can't
be doing
handle
any of that unless my husband is present. You understand? Because me and my husband have gone to a club together, and I was doing the thing. I was doing my thing on my husband. But you know what I'm saying? This is within the last 10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was when I was married, Charles. I was very much married, and we was at the club. Ninth Wonder was spinning, and I was in there doing my thing. Okay.
Stephen Levi with the confirmation. Like,
Listen.
yep. That happened.
If I'm at any party, if I'm at a wedding, I'm going to back the things up on my husband, because I have that freedom, right? Everybody don't have that freedom, and they don't feel free to do that. But I think yes, you have to have parameters and don't sin while you're having a good time. Absolutely, have your boundaries, stick to them.
Wait, I got a question. I got a question. So if I'm at a party, am I not supposed to dance with girls? Is that like?
It was Pete Rock, my bad. No. I didn't say you couldn't dance. Listen,
no, Gosling.
I think you have
for
to
real.
be,
I want to know what she thinks.
I think you have to be careful, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with dancing with somebody, but if you're dancing suggestively, like if it's looking like you in there having sex with your clothes on, then no, I would say don't do that, because that's just not wisdom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like, don't be in the room with a female kissing in the dark.
As
alone.
a single man. Is this
As a single man.
Trish, is this strictly as singles? It's strictly as singles, right? The dancing you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying single people with single, like, I ain't talking about if you're married, do your thing.
Do your thing. And Goss, most of the people who was grinding at the party was married, I noticed, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they wasn't wearing "we're married" shirts. You know what I'm saying? So,
they weren't.
But Pete Rock, not Ninth Wonder. My bad. It was Pete Rock. My bad. Sorry, y'all. I said it wrong.
Hey.
Gotcha.
He was in there
Trish,
killing.
You still on? Or I interrupted, but I didn't know.
Oh no. I think that was it. Well, somebody said so. Being married changes club dance activity. I don't know what you mean by that.
Being married changes a lot, player.
Everything changes.
Being married changes everything.
Yeah.
You don't have to guard against arousal when you're married.
That part, because I'm arousing my husband, and that's okay.
And I need you to do that for the kingdom. I need you to do it for Jesus.
And we're not.
But what if you don't get aroused if you're dancing with a girl? What if you don't get aroused and you're single?
All right,
no,
y'all.
Hold on.
I'm gonna hear you out.
Are y'all saying that every dude who dances with a girl gets aroused? No,
I
that's
don't
not
know.
the case.
Okay.
I didn't get aroused by none of those girls I was dancing with.
I knew he was gonna say it.
Because I didn't.
Why? This is why.
I didn't, bro.
But maybe you wasn't dancing in a way that was.
They were like
too much.
like okay, so I know these girls, right? So like these are it's not like, oh, I'm trying to take you home, but it's funny like, oh, let's dance together type thing. It's not like I'm trying to holler at you.
No, it's cute. No,
that's what I'm saying. Like it was on some cute type stuff.
No,
like it was on some funny type stuff.
Yeah, that's different. We talking about in the okay. You didn't go to the club back in the day, or did you? Was you in the club?
Nah.
Okay. So I was in the clubs. Okay, I'm talking about. I'm a for real dancer. Like I would be in there like dancing. So it's a different. Like if you know what you're doing, like come on, ninja's gonna be aroused. I don't care. So I'm saying you should not be doing any of that as a single believer. Like I don't even think you should put yourself in that position.
Wait, Quote said somebody was backing something up on you.
Well, there was this one young lady who kept
what was going on with that?
Who literally kept seeking after him.
Oh,
she was. I mean, it was like a laser. She was like, boom. Let me. Okay, he dancing by himself. Let me go and. Okay, there was one specific, right? But and he might play around with it for a little bit, maybe 10 to 15 seconds.
And then funny.
Yeah,
like
it was
funny.
It wasn't whatever. I don't think it was as funny to her as it was to you. But
Regis.
But that's just what it is. Single Regis said single folks can grind now, don't play us.
Listen, you can grind if you want to, but you asking for some trouble. That's all I'm saying.
You asking for some child support.
She was from Jamaica too. No. She's from the Virgin Islands.
No.
Girl that kept seeking you out.
Wait, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me make this clear for 1971 Phenom. I'm not saying for married people to be in there like you in there having sex. Like that's not like come on. Like absolutely not. I'm not saying that. Like I think that's all you thinking about is I don't know what you've seen, so I don't know. But there is a way that you can dance on your husband as a married woman and it not look like you're having sex with him. Like, I'm just saying, like, and if you haven't seen it, I'm so sorry. A lot of people haven't because a lot of people don't have the freedom or the mind to be like, yo, the couple over there, the married couple, they enjoying themselves. Let them enjoy themselves. They not, and I think you have, as married people, you have to be mindful. Like, I'm not about to be on this dance floor, like with my husband on the ground. And I'm going to come on. Like, we're not doing that.
But hold on, don't take it to the extreme. Like, let's talk about what usually happens, right?
What you mean?
Okay, I'm just...
No, hold on a second. Hold on, because y'all are painting a way crazier picture than what it is.
No, this is what I'm saying.
Dudes?
Don't take it to the
go
extreme. Ahead. Talk about what usually happens. Now, I'm going to have...
I guess 1971 Phenom. You might be right. I'm just saying. I said be careful. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tasha. My bad.
Last time, Lord Jesus, I'm not going to tell y'all. No, because you can't just be coming into space and saying do this and do that. I'm gonna tell y'all what I did. Okay. The last party I was at before the Lord did some things in my life. The last party I was at, I am a serial backer upper, right? Okay. I am a serial whiner. Okay.
Serial backer.
Okay. I love the wine. All right.
You're Jamaican. It's in you.
Just with
it's in you.
Yeah. Okay. So
you taking over for the 99 and 2000
and the 2000. Okay. Now, this I'm gonna actually put myself in the conversation as one receiving advice, right? Because since now returning to the church, I have not been to a party just because COVID was on top of a lot of that. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay. I'm gonna be at a party again.
You better.
This is going to happen, right? I need to prepare myself, right? As someone who now knows that maintaining my abstinence as a believer means that I'm not just going to the edge and then saying, you know what, let me go home before we go too far. That's for tricks are for kids, right? Someone who is living to guard against arousal, so it don't even get all the way over there, so I don't even end up frustrating, right?
Right.
I don't know. I love the wine. So,
it's in your blood. It's in your blood.
I love to dance as well. I know other forms of dancing. I could, groove. I could salsa, whatever. But
Kiara, hilarious, ain't she?
I don't know. Wait, let me see what Kiara's saying. Because I know she helping my life. Let me see what Kiara's saying.
She said, "Keep your spine limber and your thighs stronger."
Listen, that's preparation for ministry. Do you understand?
Thanks, Charles. That's facts. What you're saying, that because something may be lawful or permissible, it does not mean that it is beneficial for you. Like I don't. Please hear me. Now, I'm not making any blanket statements. Like I just think, right, if it's gonna cause you arousal, then don't do it. Like that's all.
What if it doesn't do nothing for you though? What if it that's what I'm saying? Like,
you, then that's the thing. It doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying though, because whatever happened at that party, like it didn't do nothing for me. So like it was nothing like. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even a big deal. So like
you ain't had
to
back it up on you. You ain't had to back it up on you yet, guys.
I know, but that's what I was. That's in my mind. I was like, yeah. But anyway, go ahead, Chloe. You wanted to say something? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I had it right one.
Hey! Tastemakers marking history. I think this is the longest time I've ever gone without talking.
No, come say
No. This is cool. I get to just enjoy the show.
No, okay,
I loved it. That was fun.
Can I just?
Yeah, just.
It won't for the kids, Charles. It won't for the kids. They don't know nothing that happened there.
When a brother just come up behind you and put the arms around, huh? Come on now. And
what about on your hair? What about on your hair?
And then you hear the breathing of like a stallion's nostril, just right up on in here.
Stallions.
What is going on?
Just like a yes. But like for real, when you're not sleeping around, when you're abstinent and you're behaving, and then you get into these situations and you're dancing and you just get so close. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard. It's hard out here. It's hard out here. So it's like, my thing is, I know Kiara helping my life. What she said?
She told some Gus was dragging that girl by the hair. It wasn't no arousal. Ain't no arousal.
It wasn't no arousal. Yeah. They, for the most part, they were just having fun, having a good time.
Yo, I know all those girls in there. Like, I know all those girls in there.
We know you know all the girls. So
I said all the girls in the party.
We know you know all the girls, guys.
Oh,
this narrative that y'all are painting me, and I don't like it because it's not true.
Hold on, wait. Who came in here talking about catching bodies when you was just dancing?
No,
you
were painting that picture yourself.
No, but I thought we were mature enough to understand what that meant and how we were going to go.
We are mature enough to know exactly what that means.
I know what catching bodies mean. It don't mean
it means
doing the merengue.
Catching bodies for real slang. That means you killing people.
That's what it used to be.
If we do it,
oh my gosh! Oh my
there
gosh.
are dual meanings. Dual.
Only two.
I'm just saying,
only two. Ain't none of them dancing.
Listen, I'm changing my name from Light Skin Corey because y'all gonna be on some other stuff.
Okay, no, but before Goss, you answer the question for me since you're the body catcher, right? Do I?
Yo, she really is a lawyer out here.
Yeah.
Harvina Specter.
Can I dance close with a guy and just be like, hey, just don't do this or that? Or should I just really X out certain forms of dance?
If you can't handle it, you shouldn't do it.
You feel me? Like, I don't even know if I want to experiment with it.
Oh, don't do it then. But I guarantee you, that guy, it's not a big deal. Like, he probably doesn't even, he's like, all right. Like whatever.
Hold on. You want the guy?
Yeah, no.
No, Goss. I'm gonna let you know straight up. I mean, your experience of dancing with certain ladies and not be aroused is not my experience.
It is not the experience of any man I have danced upon.
Yeah, no, that's not my experience. That's not my experience. Nah.
But anyway, why are you taking Goss's word for it? He just telling y'all that. He be telling y'all stuff.
So listen, Charles. I'm not even gonna put on the screen what you put.
What he put?
Yeah, but Charles did put. Yeah, you're an well. He put another thing. He put you're an anomaly, Goss. You out there. If you really out there dancing with a woman, she really, quote unquote, putting on.
Damn. So y'all are telling me. Hold on a second. So y'all are telling me like dudes go to the club every week and dance with a million girls for 3 hours, and y'all telling me that every single girl they dance with, they get aroused from.
I ain't saying every single.
That's how y'all making it sound. Like you can't dance with a joint without getting aroused.
No. We ain't saying that you can't. Not at all. It's not saying that. It's not somebody saying you can't. I will put it out there that I think you are most likely to.
With every girl that you dance with?
Again, the word every.
Not every.
We're not talking about absolutes. We're not talking about absolutes here.
Guys, I'm gonna keep it, as the children say, a buck. Is that what the children say? Is that what they say?
Not the children.
The churn.
It's not even in your best interest, bro, to be coming into public spaces talking about how you don't get aroused by things. Okay, I just feel like it's dangerous to do that. I just feel like that's dangerous. You're already a believer. Let's not put those vibes out there. Is all I'm saying.
No, listen, Tasha, you're not gonna lawyer me. What I'm trying to say is you're not gonna do this. You doing what that white lady did to that black lady in that video we just watched. Okay, you're not gonna do this to me.
I'm saying it is. This is for your benefit. Am I your enemy because I tell you the truth?
But wait, Regis said, nah, it's that bad one in the sundress with a thong on with the fat booty that put it on you.
She ain't backed it up on Goss yet.
She
ain't backed it up yet.
That's what we're saying.
I'm gonna let you know. She won't at the party.
Exactly.
Actually,
it wasn't a party then.
Well, there might have been a few that were at the party like that, but they won't dance. They won't dance. Yeah.
They know their power. Trust me. They know what'll happen.
Fam, you can get aroused sitting on the toilet. Like you can get aroused sitting in church.
All right,
like,
y'all,
it don't matter, bro.
Well, it does matter. What we're saying is
Listen. So
okay, I'm not even gonna lie. You can't get around sitting on the.
That's what I'm saying. It don't matter. Like, bro,
good night, y'all.
Arousal happens anywhere.
We out. Peace.
So listen.
So you get around sitting on the toilet, but not with a girl dancing on you. Bye.
No, what I'm saying is you're saying that it shouldn't happen because of you get aroused and boom, boom, boom. I'm like, that can happen anywhere. Like, you don't have to. That's what I'm saying. Like, those girls I danced with had no effect on my life at all. Like, none. Like,
and we're telling you why. That's what we're saying.
Charles gave you the prescription. May you never feel it.
Wait, what are y'all doing on the toilet?
No, listen. You know what?
Listen. Okay. All right. Listen. Yes. All right. So check it out. All right.
Oh dear.
Listen.
Oh boy.
This has been fun. Can Christian party? The answer is obviously yes. Obviously, yes, right? With that being said, as we have already expressed throughout this, there are parameters, sets, boundaries, knowing thyself, and different things of that nature.
This dude Regis crazy.
And Regis is a nut. That's my guy. Regis is a nut. Listen. And don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. The married folks do have more liberty in that space than the single folk do. Don't get it twisted. Don't even. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. But the true thing is, at the end of the day, is having a relationship with the spirit and knowing yourself.
That's a fact.
And knowing what you can and cannot handle
100%.
in any situation.
Talk, quote.
The reason why I ain't have a problem with being at Goss's party is because I done been at family reunions in my family for years and always been Christian, even when I was super duper conservative and didn't express any liberties. And you still get around family, cats is going to be drinking, cats is going to be partying, there's going to be music, there's going to be dancing, it's going to be what it is. So listen, we can't act like we don't experience these different things and we don't find ourselves in certain situations. But you got to know who you are. And you got to know what you are convicted of and to do, and whatever the case may be. And on another maturity standpoint, you have to understand that your convictions ain't everybody's convictions. So just because the Holy Spirit is telling you you can't do this at the party, or sometimes you can't even go to the party, don't mean that everybody else who do or that does go, that they going to hell. So that's really it. I ain't have to say much about any of that stuff. Y'all pretty much wrapped up that topic for sure. We want to make sure you cats have boundaries, especially if they single. All right, just have a good time, live life, but let's not set yourself up, because I can't talk for Goss who don't get aroused at the party. If I go to the party and if somebody is backing it up on me, I am trying to go home with whoever that is. So therefore, there were certain things that I couldn't do. At a certain age, I couldn't go to the party no more. That's just what it was. I couldn't go to the party. I couldn't go to the club. I couldn't do that. Because as soon as I walked, I remember I went into a club once just to handle some business. We was just using the spot for some other joint. And I'm be honest with you, as a Christian man, I walked up in the club spot and I could just start peeping out all the different spirits in the spot.
Wow. And
how all them spirits wanted me. They wanted all up on me. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking spirits. I ain't talking flesh right now, Goss. I ain't talking women wanted me. I'm talking spirits. You feel me? I'm talking actual demonic joints, whether lust, fear, the whole joint. So my point is this. I knew me well enough that I had to bounce. I couldn't do it. Because if we get to dance and having a good time, I'm not all about being frustrated. That sucks. I ain't about that. So I had to keep myself distanced. I don't mean you got to do the same, but you got to know what it is that you can handle. You got to know what how the spirit is leading you.
Kiara, I'm coming to Atlanta April 30th to my listening party. What's good? Show me a good time. Let's go out.
Oh, Lord.
So
show them a good time, Kiara. I want you to do that.
Let's go. I can't wait to come to Atlanta. Let's go.
Oh, Lord.
Tosh, you was about to say something, and then we're going to get up out of here.
I want Kiara to do that for Jesus.
Kiara.
Listen. Yeah, y'all.
Listen. Me and Kiara here. She gonna get the job done.
Listen. So, with that being said, anybody else got anything else?
I think I said it all.
Y'all good? Y'all good?
Judge
Chat.
Kanji finds a really good party this weekend.
What was that, Tosh?
I was just saying, I hope Judge Ketanji finds a very good party this weekend.
She's been through the ringer. But what is it? Monday is when they confirm her. Is that right?
That's
when they do the voting or whatever. Okay. Well, hey, look. Hopefully, looks like we're gonna get our first Black female Supreme Judge.
Let's go, Black girl magic.
Yeah. So
crazy.
That is what it is. On that note, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the Tastemakers Pod. Make sure to like and subscribe. We do this every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. If you ever miss it, you can always catch the replay. Be a part of the replay crew. With that being said, as Trisha Bell, at C. Goss, we Y'all clap it up for Tasha standing in for Brina tonight. Definitely. Thank you so much again, Tasha.
This is so much
They call
fun,
me
guys.
Quote with the Tastemakers. We'll see you next week.
Tastemakers.
Classic. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the tastemakers, aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight. We do more than make a living, we make a life. When everything is dark, we are the light. We are the tastemakers, aight. Let tomorrow tell the stories that we make tonight. For the movers and shakers, for the new tastemakers, sommeliers came out to play. Classics in the current day. For the movers and shakers, for the new tastemakers.